All right, Captain's Log, Stardate 58393.5. Captain David Perone reporting. USS Navajo has arrived at Deep Space Nine for resupply and to await new orders. The crew is being given some shore leave on the station while the resupply is underway. Personally, I look forward to an opportunity to explore the region whenever Starfleet has in store next for us. But in the meantime, a little R&R is order and log.
I think we will start on the bridge. If I can remember how this works. Of the Navajo. Captain getting a signal from DS9. We are clear to proceed to dock. On docking
Very good.
pylon A.
Very good. Mr. Vogel, would you bring us in? Thrusters only.
Aye, sir. And Vogel will plot a course and dock.
You effortlessly guide the Navajo into position as you maneuver the thrusters, and as soon as you get the signal, the computer takes over, and DS9 begins using its tractor beams to slowly guide the Navajo into position, allowing the Navajo to dock effortlessly with Deep Space Nine.
We have a good dock, Captain.
Very good, Vogel. Inform the quartermaster to begin the resupply. Have engineering give us the once over, and then the captain will look down at it is control on the screen and have the send a message out to the department heads to go ahead and put us in the dock schedules and begin arranging R&R for members of their departments.
Since your XO is not here today, he just goes on and says, aye, sir, and I will get that done right away.
In the meantime, XO, it's your turn to watch the shop. I'm gonna go fishing.
Of course, sir. You deserve a willful rest. Enjoy your fishing.
Thank you. The bridge is yours, and Perone's gonna get up and head for his quarters to get out of the uniform and grab his favorite fishing hole program.
You going fishing on the ship, like to the holodecks, or are you going down to Bayshore?
We'll work DS9. I think he's gonna go to Quarks.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll take a hollow program with like some offshore deep sea fishing off the coast of Sicily and take a little R&R. It's not R&R if you stay on the ship.
Lieutenant Rye and Ensign Vogel, once your station's clear, go ahead and proceed with your shore leave. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do my best.
Oh, is that the XO?
Best
That was really good, actually.
I'm trying to do my best impression of his character, so.
It's pretty close.
Aye, sir.
And Vogel will probably just get up right away because it's already docked. Engines are already off.
Rye has a couple things to do in the lab before she heads off, so she's going to head down to the science labs.
All right.
Absolutely perfect. And now we're going to cap it off with the hot tub. You're a good host, buddy. They're coming out in January and I'm putting it on here. Jack Bev.
All right. We're going to shoot over to the DS9 Promenade, where a lot of the crew is getting off, heading into shore leave, to a bustling sound of Deep Space Nine.
Perone should probably, since he's the CO, stop an ops to at least pay his respect to Cisco.
There's a turbolift here. I do not have an ops map for you, but we could theater of the mind it.
Well, I mean, it's not that big. Like, I'm thinking just even like a B.
Fine. I missed where you said the turbo lift was. Oh, it's right there. Hopefully Cisco won't mind Perone going up there without a uniform.
You head up to DS9, and you see, there's a mix of Bajoran officers and Starfleet officers. Um, and you see, it's like, can I help you? It's the woman. So you exit the turbo lift.
Yes, Captain David Perone. My ship just docked. I thought I'd pay my respects to Captain Cisco while we're here.
Sorry, Captain Perone. Unfortunately, Commander Cisco is off on assignment on the Defiant.
Ah, well, how unfortunate. We'll let him know I stopped by. Maybe maybe next time I'll have a look at that little ship of his.
I'm sure he'll love to give you a tour, Captain.
No. Very well. Exo's sitting on the is got the con on the Navajo if you need anything.
Of course. Also, Major Kara Nerys, Captain. Welcome to DS9 and enjoy your stay. We'll get
Thank you.
the. Don't worry, we'll get your ship resupplied and ready to go as soon as you're ready to depart.
Oh, sounds wonderful. You, you folks do a good job here. My crew appreciates the shore leave. We'll try to stay out of trouble.
I think Constable Odo will appreciate that.
And Ron will nod and graciously and professionally and head to the promenade himself.
Vogel, what are you doing?
So Vogel would probably be strolling along the promenade, just walking through, people observing, looking at the different shops, seeing if there's anything to catch their fancy, trying some of the foods. And then I'd probably eventually go to one of these viewport window things and try to catch a photo of the Bajoran wormhole. The hobby, pastime thing.
All right. You wait a while, and eventually you start seeing the swirl of the wormhole open up. You see a small ship pass through it. It looks like it's heading towards the station before it closes. It's not a vessel you recognize, but give me a. Uh, I guess control plus con diff 1 to get the perfect shot.
Pastime for a focus.
Yeah.
I'll just roll it straight. Whoa.
Are you okay over there, Vogel?
Apparently,
Just-
my camera got smashed.
Just as you were getting ready to snap the photo, a small child runs by and bumps you, and you get a photo of the wall. And the child was like, "I'm sorry, miss," and continues running down the promenade.
Oh, when am I going to get another opportunity for a picture like that? And yeah, dejected Vogel will probably sit for another few minutes and then probably just go back to walking the promenade.
All right. Rye, you head over to your lab to sort of check on what's left, and a couple of your science officers, sort of rush, out of a hurry, get ready. Seem super excited. At least from even your empathy, you can tell that they're excited to get a little bit of shore leave.
I nod and, sort of wave them on. Have fun time, go on. And then she's going to go over to her experiment and I want to see if I can make another roll to see if I can make any improvement on the force field particular.
Now, the real question is: are you planning on working on this the entire time for your shore leave, or are you just
No, this
to-
is just sort of a chunk of time, but not the whole shore leave. Unless someone comes and interrupts, which is fine.
um? Give me a reason plus science difficulty 2.
And I can use my force field to focus.
Yeah.
Hey.
You gain 2 momentum, As you make some really good, decent progress, as you look at the time and you find that 5 hours pass by uh, as you are working on your side experiment. But you really feel like you're close to a breakthrough.
All right, I will save all of my data, close everything up, shake my head, and then head out to DS9.
Who is going to Quarks?
Perone is headed there.
Volga would probably find a quiet spot somewhere on the promenade and enjoy one of those Raktaginos she's heard so much about.
Okay. What is Rai doing when she gets on to DS9?
She's actually just going to go straight to Quarks. She's going to want to hit that spot.
All right. Gonna head over to the promenade. Vogel, you make your way over towards the little, the cafe, and you see a Cardassian standing alone. Appears to be sipping some sort of drink, along with other Starfleet officers. Apparently, paying no attention to the Cardassian.
Vogel is going to very much avoid eye contact with him and just take a seat here.
My dear, you must be new here. As the Cardassian speaks up, it's rude to avoid eye contact with someone that you clearly notice.
Right, I'm sorry about that. Um, it's been a very trying week.
Oh, I heard.
Heard what exactly?
Well, why don't you tell me about it?
Not sure exactly what I could say about it, other that I am really sorry.
Sorry for what you have nothing to be ashamed about. After all, foolish people do foolish things.
Doesn't make the hurt any less.
Unfortunately, it does not.
So, tell me, what's a Cardassian doing on a Bajoran space station?
Oh, I am just a simple tailor.
So you own a shop here, I take it.
I do. Perhaps maybe you should come down to my shop while you're here on shore leave, and you can pick out something that you like.
Maybe I'll do just that. I don't have many clothes outside of my uniform.
And the perfect time to explore the wonders of this station.
Well, that is one of the reasons I'm here.
But word of advice: be careful who you talk to. There are some foul things around about. If you excuse me, I have a shop to attend to.
Of course. Was nice meeting you. What'd you say your name was?
Garrick, just Garrick, and he gets up uh, and walks down the promenade.
And Sarah will give out a big sigh. Can you be any weirder? She'll mutter to herself and go back to sipping her Rectigino.
Captain Perone, you enter into Quark's bar, where it's lively and bustling with so many different individuals, Starfleet, Bajorans, Ferengi, and other species that I do not have on the map, just FYI.
Pro will make his way to the handsome gentleman to the bar. Take a stool next to that handsome gentleman there that says little.
He just looks at you, takes a drink.
Try to get the barkeep's attention.
He seems rather preoccupied. Sorry about that. How can I help you? Or what can I get you?
Well, I'd like to book some time in your hollow suites and get a 6-pack of beer if you got any.
Beer? He kind of looks around. We don't have any beer.
Perhaps a bottle of Chianti then.
Kind of nods. Goes and kind of grabs the bottle, hands the bottle with a house key. 10 slips of latinum for the bottle and 5 slips an hour for the hall suite. Yeah.
15. You should, young Ferengi. Since I had to settle for the wine and couldn't get beer, you should offer me a discount. Take 2 slips off of the price.
Brother makes the rules.
Oh, you're beholden to your brother. He gives you no authority at all? With such little respect. That seems a shame. I mean, someone with lobes like that understands you make a customer happy, you make repeat customers, right?
How about you pay for double the time and I give you discount?
Depends on how much of a discount you want to give me.
Seven strips of latinum for 2 hours.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to think out a character who's going to charge me 10 for just one.
No, sorry. It was. I may have made a mistake here. Uh, what I say, 5 for the bottle.
Yeah, I think you said 5 for the
Um,
bottle and 10 for the hollow suite.
yeah, I did. Okay. Then you say an extra 7 for if you do 10. So 17 for 2 hours. You say
Ah,
increase.
you're a master bargainer. I didn't get your name, young Ferengi.
Rom. Uh, my brother is Quark. He's
Ah,
currently preoccupied.
I see that. Well, pleasure to meet you, Rom. Maybe the next time my ship is in port, I have a business proposition for you. But for now, I'm going to go fishing. You got any glasses for this bottle, or should I just drink straight from the neck?
He hands you a glass. And enjoy your stay.
Ah, molto bene, grazie. Take his bottle and his fishing pole and his program and head for the hollow suite.
All right. By this time, Rye, you enter Quark's bar. I believe the hollow deck is over that way.
Weren't they upstairs in Quarks? You always see O'Brien and the doctor coming down the stairs when they're done playing in their
Yeah,
battle
that's right.
things.
Yeah, I think they're upstairs.
Put it there.
As you go upstairs, you walk past Captain Nolan and he just gives you a nod.
Yeah. Prono nod back. Care for some fishing, Nolan?
Oh, I guess that's me. Wish I could, Captain. Still have all those refugees to insure off the ship. This is just a temporary stop for me.
Yeah, us as well, but all work and no play.
But you know someone who loves fishing, Captain.
No.
And he'll motion to Commander Kier.
Well, Commander, care to join me?
it has to get the voice modulator.
Oh, I was like, that's a very silent no.
Perhaps another time, Captain.
Very well. I guess it's just me and the holograms of my parents then. See you. See you around the sector. Perone will go into his holosuite and load up his program.
Okie dokie. Rye, as you enter Quark's bar, it is very lively. What are you doing?
She's going to sit and sort of people watch for a bit, sort of watch everyone like having fun, but like not participate, and just sort of enjoy being around a happy environment for a while.
You kind of, as you pick up, there's a lot of people having fun, but get this odd sensation that something's not right.
So I had to stop myself from asking for a spot check. Is it coming from anywhere in particular?
No, you can't really pinpoint it.
She's gonna at this point stand up and go look for Vogel because she knows that she was supposed to be around here somewhere.
Give me control security. Difficulty 1. See if you can't pick her out in Quark's bar.
Hey,
You kind of search around the bar a little bit and you realize, well, she's not really here. She must be somewhere else on the station. That's Morn. He's a permanent fixture.
I love that he's drawn in. Like he just exists.
I know,
there.
right?
Like Norm at Cheers.
Norm. I'm gonna then I guess step out of. I'm gonna go get up and see if I can go find her on the station somewhere.
Meanwhile, Vogel, you see this guy immediately kind of get up and start rushing down the promenade. And you see a lot of people rushing down the promenade.
She'll get up and get to the end of the little platform here. Try to catch a glimpse of what might be happening.
Give me control security difficulty 1.
I don't think Starfleet protocols would apply here.
No, it would.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Well, you gained 2. You realize that several of the security officers are, looks like some sort of security matters happened and they're rushing to a scene.
I'll follow behind, but at like a respectful distance. More curious than anything.
I'll kind of ping the direction they went. Just as you come out, Rye exits Cork's bar. And they appear to have gone into one of the cargo hold areas.
Oh, hi, Lieutenant.
Vincent? What's going on?
I don't know yet. Some type of security matter, I guess. I think they went down that corridor over there. I was just kind of curious about what's going on.
That weirdly tracks. You want to go watch?
I sure do.
All right, well, we'll start walking that direction. And you said like over here, right?
Yeah.
As you approach, a security guard stops you. Says, off limits. Sorry.
No worries, just some commotion. We need assistance.
We have everything under handle, in hand.
Can I, since he just entered, get a read on him?
You can spend a momentum.
Okay.
He is very cautious. Cautious and scared as well. He's on guard, so he's just not in a very trust. He doesn't seem like he's trusting individuals at the moment. Sort of like hyper awareness type deal.
So not like something's terrifying me, I'm going to act. It's I'm nervous because of the situation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Got it. No worries. We're around. I'm gonna step off with Vincent. Start leaving.
As you start leaving, woman kind of walks by you and enters the area.
So we can't see anything past the officer, like with like the quick glance. There's nothing
There's a
right
a
behind
door.
him.
No,
It's a
like
door.
so it goes
A
in.
closed door.
And there's a door. Yeah, he's standing guard in front of the door, essentially.
But when you know who it is, walk through, we didn't see anything.
No, you saw boxes, essentially crates, and
Cool.
personnel inside.
Come on, Vincent. Let's go have a drink.
Right. So what do you think that was about?
I don't know, but something's not right. I can feel it. I was feeling it in there too. I don't know. I'm not getting read anything more specific besides something's not right. I'd ask the bartender, but he's a Ferengi, so who knows if he'd tell the truth anyway.
I haven't had the pleasure yet. Seems to be too busy in there for me.
Yeah, it definitely seems business as usual, but doesn't feel like it.
Did have a interesting conversation with a Cardassian on the station, however. Says he's a tailor of all things.
Didn't think you'd find many Cardassians here.
Yeah, the Bajorn station, it's definitely odd.
Interesting how.
I got the impression he knows more than what he's letting on. If I didn't know any better, I would say he knew about what happened in the Badlands.
Do you know where he'd be on the station?
He says that he has a shop here. Actually invited me to get fitted for a new dress.
Well, if she sticks around, would you like to go shopping?
I was thinking about it.
All right, let's go shopping. And the two girls will go shopping.
If that's not a cliche, I don't know what is.
Oh, I'm thinking like the whole link arm movement, girls going shopping,
I'm actually
fun
trying
stuff.
to find. I'm actually trying to find a GIF on that right now.
You enter the tailor shop, Garrick's tailor shop. It's like, ladies, welcome. How may I help you?
Well, you mentioned something about getting fitted for new clothes.
Of course. Please take a look around my shop, and if anything strikes your fancy, I'm more than happy to make any adjustments as needed.
And Vogel will start looking around at some of the patterns he has.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a very girly girl, so whatever girls do shopping, we'll start looking at that.
I think Vogel's in the same boat.
That's a nice color. This stuff. I don't know whatever girls do while shopping.
I think this one suits you as he picks up a lovely dress. It's in a shade of red and hands it to Vogel. Please try it on. And for you, miss, I have a lovely turquoise that is just right up your alley. And he kind of grabs it and hands it to you.
Is it nice? I
It's
assume it's a
very
nice
fetching.
dress.
Yes, it's very fetching.
Oh, that's a lovely color. Definitely got enough sparkles to please my mother.
Do you have something like this, maybe in a blue floral pattern?
As he looks around, yes. Walks up, pulls something. I wasn't really finished with this one yet, but if it suits you, I can make some adjustments.
And Sarah will just give it a great smile. Where are the changing rooms at?
Right this way. And he kind of shows you to area. Please take all the time in the world that you need.
Thank you. Garrick, was it?
Yes, Garrick. And you are?
All right. My name's Sarah.
Pleasure to meet you, Sarah. I assume you've come on board the Navajo, is it? It just docked.
Are we that much like a fish out of water here?
My dear, everyone's a fish out of water here.
Including you?
Especially me.
And I'll just give a slight smirk and go try on the dress.
As you do that, Garrick walks up to Rye. Miss, did you find anything else you like, or do you wish to try on? There is another changing room that you can try this lovely piece on.
Yeah. Do you actually have anything like this in maybe like a deep gold? Perhaps?
Well, gold is not a very popular color here, but I'll see if I can't whip something up for you. How long will you be staying?
Do we actually have a time frame for how long we're on R&R?
It's never noted, so probably a few days.
Oh, we're on shore leave for a few days. Definitely hope we get to see something interesting while we're here.
I will definitely have something by the time you leave. If you come this way, I need to collect your measurements.
Of course.
And he makes you guys stand on a pedestal, and he gets the measuring tape out and starts getting your measurements, writing it down. Are you sure you want gold?
Yeah, I'm more partial to a little bit of depth myself.
As you wish. Yeah, after a few minutes, he takes your measurements. You sense nothing slanderous from him or anything like that. In fact, he's more intrigued, more of like an intrigued type feeling. But with that, I think we will cut over to the captain who's on the holodeck fishing. Captain Perone.
He likes fishing.
Assuming this is like your favorite holodeck program that you brought along.
Yeah. It's good deep sea Mediterranean fishing trip, hunting swordfish that like to fight.
And what sort of fish are you hunting for?
Yeah, swordfish. It's like the boat is like his parents' fishing boat, so he's got holodeck representation of his parents. To fish with. Someone's going to drive the boat.
As you're fishing, your line starts to tighten.
All right, then he will begin to carefully reel it in.
Give me a fitness plus security check. We'll make this opposed. Your difficulty is 2.
Well, I'll spend one of those momentum for a third die. Since this is his pastime, does he get credit for a focus?
Yes. You start, reeling it in, and it's coming along. Got a good hold on it. I'll spend a threat. Why not? This fish wants to live. That's a holodeck fish. Well, as you start wheeling in, give me an opposed roll here. Your difficulty is 1. There is a complication on the fish side, though, so.
Okay. I'll just roll it flat.
The fish pops out of the water, and it's just kind of some forces to try to snag away, but unfortunately, when it ran up into the air, you were able to reel in a lot closer, and you about got it right on as you hear the holodeck doors open.
All right. Pearl will try to get the big net up under the fish, with one hand while turning around to look at the arch to see who is walking into the middle of the Mediterranean or the deck of his Ferris fishing boat, whichever is appropriate.
Standing there is the XO of the Artemis, and you nab getting the swordfish into the net.
I'm terribly sorry about her. I didn't really mean to throw you off guard there. Um, I just want to say thank you for your help in the mission.
You're you're welcome. What is her rank, Commander? Okay, you're welcome, Commander. It's well, cooperation among ships is what lets us stand apart from a lot of other species or a lot of other navies. I'm just sorry I couldn't talk that last Cardassian ship from entering the minefield. Gave us more work than we needed.
Well, luckily we managed to disable the rest of the mines before 4 lives were lost. Like, can't win them all.
Perhaps, but you can always try. Was Commander Solok's data helpful?
Well, I'm not sure on that exactly. They did use it to a certain degree, but it did allow, well, I know you asked Captain Nolan not to and me to deactivate the minefield, but they worked. They tried to get all the mines deactivated. Well, I negotiated with the Maquis.
How'd that go?
Well, these cut the civilians off there, and unfortunately, well, you weren't able to really pursue them. So a lot of them got away, but it did allow to say a lot of civilians. Plus, well, Cardassian spy, try to poison all of them. It cost the lives of several children.
Well, an unpleasant business that is. I don't know if even if I had the opportunity, I would be horribly motivated to chase after civilians and children. I understand. I obey orders. Understand the need to encourage the Maquis to cease their terrorist activities, but those people are within a rock and a hard place, even if it is a hard place they chose.
Well,
You
hopefully
seem a little nervous there, Commander. You all right?
sorry, just me and water don't mix sometimes.
You get a little seasick, do you?
No, I just bad memories.
Oh, I understand. One person's good memories are another's bad memories, I suppose. Still welcome to join me. We can move this. I've got a shorebound fishing program since you don't if you're not comfortable on a boat, or you can face your fears. Some say it's the best way to overcome them.
It is only a holodeck program. I guess I could stay for a while.
Excellent. Let me grab you a rod and well, if you like to bait your own hook, or let me do it for you.
It's been a while for strictly survival courses. I'll let you do it. You seem to be a master at it.
Well, I don't know about master. That'd be my father, but that's why I'm in Starfleet, not running a fishing charter. And Pearl will throw the swordfish he caught back because he's not going to eat the replicated fish anyway, or the hollow fish anyway. And we'll get the young commander set up with a pole, and he'll watch to see if she knows how to if she needs any help with casting. He doesn't want to mansplain it if she knows what she's doing. How long have you been with the Artemis, Commander?
I have been the first officer for 2 years.
Well, I hope you're learning well under Captain Nolan. So I found it interesting. We had a report that you had left the ship.
As the GM goes into his normal voice mode, she casts the line and it falls very short as she kind of looks puzzled for a moment.
Perone will kind of try to figure out where she went wrong and correct her swing. It's like I'm instructing golf instead of fishing.
It's actually not my first time serving with Captain Nolan. He was actually the chief of security on my first posting.
Yeah. And your prior experience working with him, it helps you now as his XO?
Let's just say he taught me how to fend for myself. No, my departure from the Outer West was honestly a ruse. I needed to go undercover to infiltrate the Maquis. Of course, that's all coming out of my report, so...
Well, that explains how Captain Nolan's fierce motivation to join us at that last location. I'm glad you're safe.
Thank you. And thank you for delaying the Cardassians. Would have been messy if they showed up first.
Yeah, it could have been a lot messier for everybody involved if I hadn't been able to talk them down. But some of them had to be stubborn.
Well, in my experience, a lot of them are. Yeah. So tell me, Captain Perron, is this your first command?
No, I've had this is Hold on, the player is trying to remember his own character's backstory.
Nobody knows their backstory.
This is actually my second command. I had controlled captained a Springfield class, the USS Chekhov, for a few years before being brought out here to take command of the Navajo. Good ship, good crew. Yeah, can miss them sometimes, but I've got a good crew on the Navajo. We're learning to work well together. This is your first position as an XO.
It is. I mean, my first posting, I was a junior flight officer. After that, my career took a, let's just say, a wild turn, and the rest of it's all classified.
Well, sounds interesting. Well, if you don't mind some unsolicited advice, the best advice I can give any commanding officer is to give your people the tools they need to do their job, trust in their training, always have their back, and let them make you look good. And of course, give credit where it's due. You'd probably tell I'm not a fan of captains and department heads that micromanage their people.
As you're talking, both lines begin to tighten up as both you and Commander Kier are have caught a fish.
All right. Well, Tyrone will start working his and keeping an eye on her to see if she needs any pointers, and begin the fight.
All right. Give me it's difficulty 1 for you, Perone. Let's see, fitness security. Gain a momentum.
Hey, that's the first one.
Kier manages to keep reeling hers in, and she's for her small petite size, she seems rather stronger than what she looks. She's trying to yeah. I am now tongue
Real?
reel in. Thank you. The fish. So both of you make progress as I'm talking to myself in a third person now. For the second task. Ooh. Difficulty 3 as for you, Prawn, as the fish is really starting to thrash. You think you get a really big one.
Alrighty then. Well, let's do 2 momentum and a threat for 2 extra dice. Before I roll, in case you want to, in case you want to spend to increase his complication, yeah, Perona, while he's fighting his own fish, he's also trying to encourage the commander as well. Actually, kind of hoping to set that up as a presence command assist for her. So he's giving her encouragement and pointers while he's trying to work his own fish.
Well, it'd be presence. Are you guiding her or?
No, more inspiring, encouraging.
Okay, well, that'd be presence command
All right.
for the assist.
All right. Well, let me roll mine. I wanted to give you that. Wanted to give you that easy opportunity for a complication if you wanted it. So there's that. Oops. Then presence command. One die. Inspiration as a focus. Ooh.
Don't bother.
I guess I don't need to roll.
As looks can be deceiving. As you reel in yours, and you got it about off the boat, as the pole that Kier was holding comes unsecure, and she goes flying into the ocean. Per complication.
Oh, Gad. Then, gosh, Perone will. In fact, Perone will. He's not jumping in. He's going to, rather than jumping in, which would be silly, he's going to reach for the circular flotation device and throw it out to her. Hold on to this, and he'll let his fish go. It's probably flopping around on the deck.
Okay. Well, this is going to be a. You can assist with I guess control, security, or con.
Okay, I'll go con route. Oh, she did much better that time.
She grabs the flotilla device, gain 2 momentum as she kind of walks on or hops back on the boat, soaking wet going. Little exaggerated with her, so I was like,
And that's why I like fishing for swordfish. They fight like a demon. You all right, Commander?
My prize hurt a little. Ahem. Does this simulation have a place where I can try off? I don't really want to go out into the bar.
It sure does. There's a couple of cabins down below. Should find some towels in the linen closet.
Just thank you. And she has both down below.
all right, we are going to cut back and we're going to change scenes here. Back with Vogel and Rye. This is a scene change, so you go down 1 momentum. Sorry, I'm looking up something real quick.
Okay.
Right. You, as Garrett kind of walks away with, heads to the back with your measurements. And you're kind of left, standing there looking around in the shop. You think you hear a familiar sound coming from the promenade.
Familiar how?
Almost like someone's calling it your name. Soft, feminine voice.
I'm gonna walk to the door of the establishment and look.
As you walk, you get a glimpse of a woman who looks very oddly familiar. Walk down the promenade.
Like toward me, away from me.
She looks like she's walking away from you. Kind of giggling. The voice sounds so familiar. Give me an insight con roll. Difficulty 1.
Nope.
As you don't recognize it, she still seems very familiar. You think it's your mother.
I take a full step back, like instinct, like out, back into the shop. Sarah, how's it going in there?
Almost done. Is there a problem?
Maybe. I'll be right back. And I'm gonna start in the direction of what might be my mother.
Do you walk towards this woman? She's dressed very fabulously, like for a typical what you see of a Betazoid woman.
Yeah, I'll start walking towards her.
As you approach the woman and you reach out and she turns and he was like, "Excuse me, can I help you?" And the vision of the woman you saw, her appearance completely changes as you come face to face with another Starfleet officer, one you've never seen before, but kind of has the same hair color as your mother.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were somebody I knew. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's just you seem like you've seen a ghost. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's my bad. Um, have a nice day. And turn around and head back to the shop.
You too. She walks off and sees some friends. She goes and she kind of, waves them and kind of heads towards her friends.
Yeah, head back to the shop. Okay. Did it fit?
Vogel will probably be back in uniform at this. What's wrong? You ran out of here in a hurry.
I'm so sorry. I thought I thought I saw somebody I knew, and didn't want to miss them if it was them, but it turns out it was somebody else entirely. So I didn't mean to bail on you, but I had to. I had to. But did it fit? Did it look good? Did you like it? Buy it? She's still obviously very nervous, but kind of like she's aware that there's other people in the room right now, so she's not going to mention anything. You're kind of getting that kind of vibe.
Mr. Garrick, I think I'll take the blue one.
As he comes out holding like a roll of a golden cloth. Yes, one moment. Is this the color you were looking for? You had in mind?
That is perfect. Absolutely beautiful, Mr. Garrick.
Of course. That'll be 25 slips of Latinum. Miss Sarah.
Do I even have 25 slips of latinum?
You're probably not.
Given my background, would I have platinum?
Maybe?
Like if Vocal doesn't have it and I would have it, I'd buy it. Like that's what the character would do. So it's like if I would have it, I'd buy it, kind of a thing.
I think that might be a little much for me. Do you have like a payment program?
Well, my dear, I love to please people. We can work out the details later.
Right, I'll try to be back for it. You'll hold on to that for me, won't you?
Of course, I will place it in the back to where no other eye could gleam upon it.
Thank you, Mr. Garrick.
Just Garrick.
Right. Garrick. And Vogel will head toward the door and grab Rye by the arm, pulling her out of the door too. Once we get to a place where we're not going to be overheard, okay, what's going on?
So I think I saw my mother. Like the whole back of her head, the whole outfit, the whole body, my mother. I guess I should reach out with my mind, but I was shocked because my mom's on Beta Z. I know she's on Beta Z. That's where she's. When she's with my sister, she has to be on Beta Z. And when I got to what I thought was her and they turned around, it wasn't her anymore. Like the Starfleet uniform, Starfleet, it was not my mother. It was definitely not my mother, but I saw my mother. mean, she even
Have
had
you
the little
tried-
cage on the back of her head.
Have you tried contacting her?
Oh, in either case, she would not be here, so I shouldn't have seen her.
I mean, I can't begin to understand what's happening with your abilities, but
I mean, I know I've been stressed out lately, but I didn't think it was that bad.
correct me if I'm wrong, you're
Why would I
part
say-
Vulcan, correct?
Oh, yeah, my father's Vulcan.
I mean, maybe this has something to do with that? I don't know, I'm
And he
grasping at
makes-
straws here.
I should probably make some calls. Definitely buy the dress. It was really cute.
Might have to wait for a little bit.
Excuse me, so weird. Have you seen anything weird since you've been here?
I mean, other than that security thing, nothing out of the ordinary for me.
I'm gonna go make some calls. If you run into the captain, would you tell him things might be weird and to keep an eye out?
Sure thing, I'll keep an eye out for him. I think I saw him going to Quarks.
Yeah, I think he said something about fishing. He might be on the Hollow Suites, but I gotta go call one of my parents at this point. I'm freaking out a little bit, and I apologize. The lieutenant should have more together.
You have every right to be. I mean, that would freak me out too. But call home.
Oh, and if my mom was here, be a whole thing.
But you should call home. Make sure everything's all right. This could just be that.
I'm gonna go call some people. But if anything weird happens, call me.
You'll be the first person I contact.
And while this is the most, like her hand, like she's talking with her hands, like this is very a Beta Z kind of appearance. She's not just being stoic or like, a neutral point. Her hands are waving. She's speaking like almost Italian at you. You can tell she's actually kind of rattled at this point.
Oh, I definitely got that.
Where would you? Would I have to go back to the ship to make that kind of call, or is there like a?
The GM's not here, but probably.
Eh.
I mean, it's not like the ship's off limits or anything.
True.
It's not like the ship's in space dock right now.
I finally got to do shopping, though. I'm so happy.
And Garrick said the line.
Garrick said the line.
The episode can end now, and I'll be satisfied. Now I got to figure out how I'm going to get 25 strips of latinum.
Gambling
Well,
court.
Yeah, of course. Well, like, her mom is an ambassador, so I'm sure she's got dough. That's why I was like, would she have the money on her? Because then she would just bought the dress. But I didn't get a clear answer on that, so I was like, shit, I don't know if she brought the money. But I mean, she's probably rolling in it. Rich parents and all.
It's just Garrick. Is that the line?
Plain and simple Garrick, I believe. Rye went to go call home, probably aboard the ship.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I need to call some
my-
people.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep my eyes and ears out for anything weird and or the captain.
Leave you down this way. Kind of going the same direction. That's where like the pylon you need to get to for the dot, or not, it's the security office. Sorry. Where's the pylon thing? It's one of these. Actually, it might be there. Anyhow, as you're walking down the promenade, you notice something.
What kind of something?
Please state the nature of this something.
A familiar face down walking down the promenade.
No. Sorry, I highlighted over the name.
Well, that's definitely weird.
And my phone call's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna go find the captain. Do you want to come with me, or do you want to keep an eye on him?
I guess I'll follow at a safe distance. Don't let him. I won't let him out of my sight.
And she got back to works. To get all her steps in today.
Are you following him?
I am trying to do it inconspicuously.
Yeah, Ryan's gonna go find the captain now.
This will be a control security opposed.
I think the only thing I have close is evasive action, but I don't think that would apply here.
This is a more of a sneak type task. So infiltration, sneak.
Yep, I don't have anything like that. Who's setting the difficulty?
You are.
Okay.
We have momentum. Please use it.
Yep, I'll give you a threat and 2 of the momentums. Well,
Dang it.
I will just.
oh, I forgot.
Use that
I
to
forgot
roll.
on tap. I forgot on tap potential.
Roll on top. Well, you have a bonus momentum. Assuming that's under your. Was it control you picked?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. My control's 11.
So you have a bonus momentum, but spend that. Plus, I'm gonna take the complication to roll 4 dice.
Uh-oh.
Does the bonus momentum go away?
Yeah. Since
Right.
since he beat me.
You get to hear as he stops, turns around. Can I help you, miss?
Oh, I was just walking. I'm trying to get to the gift shop.
Gift shop's right here.
Right. Excuse me. And I'll just act like I'm going to buy a treat.
Do you take your eyes off him?
I'm gonna try to keep my eyes on him in like the corner of my eye. Try not to be too suspicious about it.
He kind of looks at you, walks down the hall. And as he rounds the corner, he vanishes from view.
I guess I'll go try to see if I can find him. And then probably
as you
take
walk up,
damage once I lost him.
As you walk up, you see a guy standing, near where he was at, looking down at the pad and continue forward. Turns around, looks at you, kind of waves and walks off. Yeah, well, you seem to have lost him. Rise entered Cork's bar.
Mm-hmm. Then I go straight up to the Hollow Suites.
All right, I'm going to head over to where the captain is at.
All right. He's probably taking a rest from his fishing and having some of his having a glass of wine.
Emerging from down the below deck, sort of drying her hair with a towel and in some, I guess, holographic other clothing that was available.
I see you prepared this ship. Have many visitors, Captain?
Well, this is a representation of my parent ship. They operate a fishing charter back on Earth. Those looks like some of my mother's clothing.
Well, she has good taste.
I thought so. Glass of wine, or I've got water, or other things on board. I'm sure, but everything but the bottle is holographic.
Now, I could probably use a glass of wine.
Perone will excuse himself, go to the galley and get a glass for her, and pour her a respectable amount of the Chianti. Yeah, this will warm you up a little.
Thank you.
So how long does Captain Nolan plan to stay in port?
Not long. We do have some civilians to relocate.
And, yeah, we're here until Starfleet decides what to do with us next. I'm hoping to get out to explore the region. It's kind of the base mission was to get some exploration done, but the Maquis and the Cardassians are keeping us busy.
It's why I rejoined the fleet. And living a life underground is no fun. I'll tell you that.
Underground.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Coin a phrase. But to exploration.
It's why we're out here. Or at least it should be why we're out here.
As the two of you toast, it suddenly starts to rain as lightning strikes inside the holodeck, and the wind speeds get to pick up.
World gets really confused. That's not part of the program. My apologies. Computer, reset weather.
Unable to comply. Program running in progress.
That shit.
The waves begin crashing harder as the two of you and, well, the holographic version of your parents are being jostled around on the boat.
My apologies, Commander. This is a little unusual. Maybe Quark's holosuite has a virus in it. Computer, end program.
Unable to comply. Program running in progress.
Computer, Arch.
Unable to comply. Program running in progress.
Okay. Perone is going to attempt to find where the Arch actually is in the holosuite, based on where Commander Qui Kier, based on where Commander Kier came in.
It's below deck as you start kind of fumbling around trying to find the arch. Give me a fitness plus con roll. Difficulty of 2. As the boat is almost feels like it's about to tip side, or essentially tip over.
All right, I will give you a momentum for a third die.
All right, got it back.
Get the momentum back.
Perone will yell up on deck, "Commander, you better come below deck until I can figure out what's going on with the holosuite."
She goes down below deck, gain another momentum. Nearly is getting thrust, almost bumping her head. As give me a insight plus engineering difficulty 2 to find the archway controls.
Notice be the fun one. Inside engineering. Oh my god. Who's that 12? Use it or lose it. I'll give you 3 momentum. I'm not too confident in this roll here.
Unfortunately, my character is no help to you. But you do find it. And you pull the panel off.
Perone will make a joke about not having the best scores in his engineering core courses and make an attempt to force the system to shut the holo suite off.
Give me control engineering difficulty 2.
Momentum should be at 2, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm fixing it.
No. All right.
Sorry, I'm invested.
That's okay. I will spend those 2 momentum and a threat for 3 dice, or 2 extra dice. Ooh, man, I'll have to eat the complication. I don't have a reroll.
You pull essentially the plug to the holodeck, yet the holodeck simulation doesn't seem to end. Suddenly, as the two of you feel the boat begin to rattle, shake, the wind really pick up speed. You could tell from your guest, she is definitely composing herself, but she looks a little rattled at what's going on. As you feel like you should have ended the holodeck program with what you did, yet simulation still continues to seem to run. And I will cut back to you in a second as we go to the Corpse
All right.
Bar. Rye, you enter into Quark's Bar.
Do I know where the holodecks are? Like, as I saw him, no. Yeah, I saw him go upstairs, right?
Yeah, it would be upstairs.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go to the holodeck door and attempt to get in.
As you walk by the bar, give me an insight plus security difficulty 1 roll. Gain a momentum. You hear the barkeep and the two Ferengi essentially arguing, about something. You're not sure what, but they're definitely arguing. As you head up the
I'm
stairs.
gonna note that in my brain and keep going.
Back on the holodeck. As you work frantically trying to as the ship is tumbling and tossing around, you hear the sound of the hull begin to crack.
Well, Commander, I think discretion is a better part of valor. Um, Flynn will reach in his pants pocket, pull out his communicator, and call for the Navajo.
Get no response.
Commander, see if you can pick up the Artemis on your communicator.
She taps her comm badge a few times.
Mine's dead too.
Well, that's not good. Let's not count on the holosuite safeties to protect us, and he'll reach in the appropriate cabinet and hand her a life vest, and then pick one up and grab one for himself. Let's get topside, tie yourself down to something. Let's see if I can steer us through this storm. And he'll go up to the controls.
Just as you do that, the holodeck doors open and the simulation suddenly ends, and you see Rai standing there. As everything suddenly just went quiet.
Lieutenant Rye, I can't tell you how good your timing is. Need to have a talk to Clark about the quality of his holosuites.
Captain, I don't think something's wrong with the holosuites. I think something's wrong.
Explain.
So, okay. Hi. She's going to turn real quick and acknowledge this person and go back to the captain. So, when we first got here, I noticed something off. And then Miranda Vogel, as we were stepping out, and there was some sort of commotion going on in the cargo bay, but it was closed off. I saw somebody go in, and the security was there. Then I saw my mother, who is not here. And then we may have seen... I'm so sorry, what's his name again? The guy.
Colin?
Jolin. But I don't know if we're seeing any of it or what's happening or what's going on, but something's wrong. It's the only word I've got for it right now. I feel something wrong.
Well, that's peculiar because this holosuite started running its own variation of my favorite fishing program, and then wouldn't let us end. If you hadn't opened the door, we'd have been in real trouble.
Oh, okay. So life, yes, that makes sense. Okay. I was worried about what kind of fishing you were doing, but no, something's wrong. Actually, we should probably go talk to the barkeeper because he was arguing with somebody. And of course, the Ferengi said, I have no clue what's actually going on in their heads. But something's not right, and we need to talk to somebody.
Well, it's not our station. Let's go up to ops and talk to Commander Kira.
Yes, sir.
Commander Kira, I suggest you come with me. If your captain is still in the bar, probably want to update him and let him know what's going on as well.
He's most likely back on board the Artemis. But I'll definitely try and get in touch with him. I'm sort of from what sounds from your lieutenant here, sounds like some hallucinogenic effects.
Possibility. Have you been to medical to get checked out, Lieutenant?
I'm so sorry. What did you say?
Have you gone to medical to get checked out?
I was actually going to call people when we ran into Jolin. Tolan, and I figured you were going to be my next stop because if he is here, you need to know. But if he's not here and we're seeing him, you need to know too. It felt pressing to do that. But since I'm not the only one who saw him, because Vogel saw him too, and then y'all actually saw him. So I'm not sure how that worked.
Wait, both you and Vogel.
Yes, we both saw him. She was keeping an eye on him. I don't know if she still sees him or not, but she was keeping an eye on him, and I came to you.
Well, let's go find Vogel. Then Proto will reach in the appropriate pocket, pull his communicator again, and say, this is Captain Perone of the Navajo to DS9 Ops.
Just as you try to ready communication, you hear the sound of the DS9 alarms going off, and a notification coming through the essentially intercom system. Attention, everyone on DS9, please, there is emergency. Please remain at your current position. Repeat, there is a current situation on board the station. Please remain at your current location.
Captain, permission to go to Vogel anyway?
Well, you should follow your captain, and your captain is going to go find Vogel.
I said.
Where'd she go?
She was staying out on the promenade. I can tell you her last location. We can go to her last location and see if we can spot her.
Let's go find her. And Perona's going to again try to chime DS9 operations.
As you attempting to try to contact DSN operations, you get no response.
Right? What are the other people on the promenade doing?
Oh, you're still in the holodeck, so I was gonna swap.
Yeah, we're
I thought we were going to be talking. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk and walk.
We'll come back to that in a second. Vogel. While you're on the promenade, you see a whole bunch of Bajorans. This is gonna be a theater mind because I don't want to drag out all these tokens at once. And several Cardassians suddenly, walk on the stations and ordering the Bajorans, "You there, get back to the labor containment facility. You're not supposed to be out and about." And they just overhand hit a Bajoran as one approaches you. "You there, Bajoran, what are you doing?" Points his rifle at you.
What are you talking about? I'm not a Bajoran.
"Get back to work." And as he gets ready to hit you, what do you do?
Get ready to take the hit.
Did you just take the hit?
Yeah, like put the arms up, try to defend myself, but yeah.
Do you wish to avoid the injury?
Sure do.
Take 2 stress. As the blunt felt very real.
Fine,
As the
fine. I'm
Cardassian
going. I'm going.
grabs you by the shoulder and then pushes you forward to start leading you down towards the ore processing center. And as you suddenly see another Cardassian shoot another Bajoran, several of them try to flee.
The hell is going on? Am I still in my Starfleet uniform?
To you, you look normal. In fact, the area seems to have changed. It's not as bright. The lights are very dim, smoky. You see Bajoran people like with soot over them, almost like you're somewhere else, but still at the same place you were.
Because that really, really hurt, I'm gonna play along for now and just let him guide me wherever. But definitely something is very wrong here.
Move right up there. Sorry. As 3 of you exit the holodeck, you see the bar in utter chaos.
Define chaos.
Bar fights happening, loud people like screaming and shouting. All the while you see the Ferengi look very bewildered down below.
Look at the other two and say, let's go talk to our Ferengi hosts. If we can get down there without getting involved in this brawl. Let's try to avoid getting entangled in this fight if we can. And then Throne will set action to words.
I'll follow.
So you going down below?
Mm-hmm.
You hear, of course, they've all gone crazy. Rom, what did you do? Nothing. Norm is just sipping his drink, dodging the occasional thing being thrown, kind of looking bewildered.
Portal will reach out and tap Quark on the shoulder. Excuse me, Mr. Quark.
Done. How can I see? Well, we're a little busy right now, as you can see.
I can. How did this start?
They just started. Well, you're not affected.
Not at the moment. You have a tricorder on you. Portal looks apologetically at his two companions. I don't normally take a tricorder fishing.
We're on shore leave. I didn't bring mine.
Do you wish to spend a momentum? There might be a tricorder lying on the ground from someone else.
Sure.
Sure.
I'll spend the momentum.
Okay. Right, you see one that gets kicked over towards your feet. Quark goes, that will be 5 slips of gold pressed platinum, please.
I will give him the most Vulcan dead stare I can give him. Pick it up and start working on it anyway.
If you want a sophisticated one, I have one right here. 1 second. That's not damaged like that. For 10. No? Okay.
What do you want me to roll? Is it reason or
Well,
insight or?
what are you scanning for?
I want to see if there's something in the air, um, some sort of trail signature, like a radiation exposure or virus or something that could be affecting us physically.
Give me reason science difficulty 1.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a threat. That's what's up.
You gain 2 momentum. I will type what the scan shows.
Nothing in the air. Gotta be sort of second protection. Permission to scan you, Captain?
Yes, let's get a compare. Let's get a comparison between us and he just gestures at the crowd of people fighting.
I will scan the captain for anomalies.
Reason science difficulty 1. Like just like normal anomalies.
Sure, if an anomaly can be normal. Just if there's anything from standard baseline, besides like elevated heart rate or stuff like that, there's something in his system seems to be affecting what's going on. Gonna spend a moment. And roll.
Gain 1. You detect no anomalous readings from the captain or anyone in the bar.
Everyone's healthy. Well, it's not. It's not physical. Whatever this is, it's got to be some sort of appearance. definitely sensing something wrong, but we're not sick.
Can you sense anything with your abilities?
Anything new besides the feeling of wrongness from before, Jan?
Yeah, it's the same feeling. I've had quite a while.
Everyone's freaking out more than they were 20 minutes ago, but it's still wrong. Something's not right. But that's all I got.
Well, I'll turn to Quark and say, Quark, is anything unusual like this happened before?
He just shrugs. Never.
Of course not.
Uh, as you look over, you see Kier kind of like squint her eyes and rub her head against her temple.
Kira, you alright?
There's definitely some sort of psychic presence here. That's probably why everyone hit that. Sorry, it's getting difficult to concentrate.
Out of character, is Commander Kira Bajoran? Or not Bajoran, but pick species until I get the right one.
Betazoid. She's Betazoid.
Is it possible for the two of you to pool your efforts? Maybe you could pinpoint, give us a direction to go looking in. I don't even know if that's possible for telepaths to work together that way. Should be worth trying.
I'm gonna look at Commander Kier. I mean, we could try if you're okay with it.
That's probably the only option we have, Lieutenant.
I'm gonna walk over and hold out my hands. Let's see if she takes them. I'm a Vulcan. Touch helps.
Have you done a Vulcan mind mill before, Lieutenant?
No, but I figure we could jury rig something real fast. It just helps with the psychic connection if I have some sort of contact. I didn't just want to put my
Very
forehead on
well.
yours because that's weird.
Sure. Yeah.
She grabs a hold of your hand, and I guess she'll lead on this one. You can assist with
Probably.
control command. This will be it's going to be a control command difficulty of 4.
Let me ask a question. I think about. Hold on. Do I remember correctly in the rules that we could spend a momentum to get an extra assist?
Yes, you can do that.
Okay. Can if the other if Lieutenant Ray agrees to the idea, of we spend a momentum for Perone to assist with President's command?
How?
It was his idea. and he will say encouraging things.
GM, is that gonna work?
Sure, I guess I'll allow it. I'm assuming you want Kier to lead, or are you
Yeah,
wanting to lead?
probably.
Okay. She is a full
What is it? I think
telepath.
her. Yeah, she's a just an empath, so I can help her, but I think it'd be best if she led.
Okay. For the sake of this, how many dice am I rolling for Kier?
I feel like this is our best route to getting some solutions here. You said difficulty 4, yeah.
Yes.
And we got 2 assists. Let's have her roll 3, and then hopefully the 2 assists can pick up the spare, as it were.
Spending momentum and I guess 2 threat.
That's fine.
Um,
Well, she could re-roll the 1 dice.
Whew. That was almost a 20.
we're good. We have enough momentum.
Then the presence command, inspiration as a focus.
Or please roleplay how you're helping these 2 lovely ladies on their telepathic adventure.
Let's see, what would Perone say here? I would say, Commander Lieutenant, you are well trained Starfleet officers. You are composed, you are in control, and you have gone through training in working together. This is a new experience for the 2 of you, I feel, but I am confident in your abilities. The best improv the player has at the
Roll
Sort of
assist.
through his sentence. Halfway through his sentence, if it's okay, she's gonna take the hand that is not. She's gonna take one of her hands off of Kier, out of Kier's, and grab the captain's hand and gently put it on her shoulder, and then go back to holding Kier's hand. Because again, touch is a thing for the Vulcan. So she's put a encouraging shoulder pat.
the focus. Okay, GM.
Inspiration, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
So you had 2 momentum.
That
I will narrate this real quick. For as it's kind of a jolt. Ow! Thanks, kitty. Cat jumped on my back.
That was kind of a jolt.
Sorry. Awkward timing, I guess.
Perfect timing.
Or perfect timing, as you said. I thought the jolt was about the in-game, and then the cat jumped on your back. It's perfect timing.
Anyhow, as for Kier and Rai, Rai, you're suddenly seeing visions in your mind. As it's almost like you're kind of ghost walking down through the promenade, and then up around the station, you kind of get a glimpse of like if you're following this psychic energy. And you suddenly are struck with the vision of an orb, kind of hovering, shimmering this odd purplish glow that seems to be coming from some sort of room. And it kind of snaps you out as you are suddenly in a sudden state of fear as the two of you jolt. You both take 2 stress damage.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Let's not do that again.
But did it work? Can you lead us to wherever the source of this is?
I was actually going to turn and start walking in a direction.
It's some sort
Jesus,
of
right
drawn
now.
orb. It's, I guess it's in the guest quarters. It's a little fuzzy. But it seems like your officer might have an idea of the way.
Well, lead on and keep an eye out for Vogel. If it would try, it's not been working, but he would try to use the communicator to contact Vogel.
And Vogel, your combat chirps.
Am I still with the Cardassian?
Yes.
So I'm just going to hit it to turn it on. And then I'm going to say, where are you taking me?
Or processing you, Bajoran scum. Now move. And he bumps your back.
Ugh, where's that at?
You know where it's at.
If you tell me where it is, then you won't have to tell me again, I swear.
Are we hearing all of this?
Yeah. And Vogel hasn't gone far, just so you know. I'm assuming she's trying to walk at a snail pace while he's shoving her.
Yep.
Do we see her when we get out into the promenade?
Yeah, and it's just as chaotic out here. In fact, but it looks very different. Like it's run down. There's bulkheads, chain fences all around. Several Cardassians, hitting, Bajorans. You can hear the sound of phaser fire off in the distance.
Okay, this is weird.
I'm
No,
I'm still wanting to
Captain's
head in
gonna.
the direction of the orb.
Yeah, we're gonna keep the captain's gonna mute the speaker on the on the communicator. I think the best thing we can do is figure out what's going on. Bo doesn't appear to be in danger at the moment, but he's going to keep listening in case that changes. And then we're going to follow the route to the orb.
Vogel, what are you doing? As this Cardassian's trying to lead you.
Is this the only one?
There are other Cardassians, but this one seems to be fixated on you. Like I don't have like I could probably copy paste. There's a whole bunch of them all over the promenade.
Since I heard shooting and saw a Bajorn get shot, I am probably not going to kick the hornet's nest. I'm probably just going to let them lead me wherever, and then just observe, see if I could. If there's ever an opportunity that I get this person by himself, then I'll do something. But other than that, I'm just gonna go with the flow for now.
He leads you down. Get ready to enter like a turbo lift area. As the doors slide open, and you enter the room, he disappears.
Well, that's interesting. And I'll kind of get my bearings and try to figure out where I'm at.
You're still kind of like on the promenade, like you were getting ready to enter a turbo lift.
And to Vogel to... Oh, the comm link's still open, right? I never heard it close.
Yeah, it's still open.
Captain, you still there?
I'm right here, Vogel. What's your situation?
I seem to enter a corridor with a turbo lift, and my Cardassian captor seemed to have disappeared.
Interesting. The situation on the promenade is very different than it was in Quarks. We've got a lead. We are headed, and Perone will kind of try to give her an idea of where they're headed. We think this is a solution to what's going on. We're trying to find some sort of orb-shaped object, maybe related to what's going on.
I'll try to make my way there, Captain. Obviously, I'm going to take the long way.
Your safety is more important. I've got help here, but if you can make it, head our way.
Aye, sir. And yeah, I'll start making my way to wherever the captain thinks the place is. GM there, or mic blow up?
I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to draw a map real quick.
Aha. Oh, it's past an hour into the stream. We can swear now.
Yay!
Uh,
Drops all of the
Yeah.
bombs. Okay.
Got to fill the dead air with something.
Well, might as well. Look, I knew you were gonna be fine. It's all in your head anyway. See?
all right. As you kind of take another turbo lift, you kind of meet up on opposite ends of the location you were headed towards. As you get as Rye and even Kirk, they kind of get a deep, like, odd, like, sick feeling in their gut, almost making you nauseous.
Rye just starts moving faster, like that quick step jog you got towards the problem.
Yep, letting the two telepaths lead us.
As you, it's right here. As you come out, you see the door open and two Ferengi carrying a large, heavy object, and appears to be a Ferengi woman, exiting a room holding this big crate. It's like as they just kind of look at you.
Put it down. Now roll if you want me to, but I want that to be scary.
You heard
Post.
the woman. You heard the woman. Put it down and back away.
I'm spending 2 threat. They drop the crate and they draw their weapons and begin shooting at you.
Oh, great.
We are in combat. And this one is going to go first. Since I paid the threat. He fires at the phaser shot. I have special effects for this. Shoots right past you and misses.
Cool.
Who's
Oh,
next?
that's so cool.
That's right. You haven't seen it yet, have you?
Yeah.
All right.
Turn passes you guys. Since they went first.
Okay, so Perone is not armed, but he's going to take a wild stab. Where's the box?
Oh, the box they were carrying is like between the two. So.
All right. Well, what the heck?
There's the box.
Can only live once. Am I within a minor action movement of the Cardassian that just shot at us?
Yeah, you're within a minor action movement.
Okay. This is not a combat character. But what the heck? Perone's gonna run and try to tackle him.
Okay. Opposed daring. Opposed daring security. So he'll set the difficulty here. Your difficulty is 1.
Okay. What do I got here? Daring. That's a 12. Let's spend a momentum for a third die just to give me a little more chance to generate some momentum.
gain.
Captain.
Yeah, you tackled him. So I will spend because it's unarmed strike, so that's 2. I'll spend the 2 momentum for him to avoid the injury. Actually, no,
But you said attack, so do I get him to the ground?
yeah, kinda. Actually, I had to spend. I think that's a momentum spend. 1 sec. That's no.
It's not on here, but if you wish, I will make life easier on you and spend the 1 momentum to force him to drop his phaser. Maybe Throne barrels into him with his shoulder and causes him to drop the phaser. I don't see anything about grappling and tackling on the cheat cards.
No, I was looking for knockdown. There's disarm. You can spend the 1 momentum if you want to disarm him as part of the tackle. Like narratively, you're just kind of brawling with each other.
Okay, yeah. That way on my next turn.
So yeah, if you want to spend the momentum, you can disarm him so he doesn't have his phaser anymore. Yeah, I don't see that either. I guess they got rid of that.
Maybe. Let's see here.
I guess there's not tackling in Star Trek.
Okay, so I got a
There
question
is.
then. Hold on.
Happens all the time in
So
TOS.
would picking up the phaser he dropped either count as a draw item or interact minor action?
It would count as an extra minor action to essentially grab us. So you have to spend 2 momentum.
Okay, so yeah, 1 to make him drop it and then 1 to pick it up.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do then.
Well, I view it as you're disarming him while while the phaser goes out, you kind of grab it from him. So
All right.
yeah, for a better description of the narrative experience. All right. Does the turn pass to them?
Yes, we don't have enough momentum to keep the initiative.
Uh, he's going to go and he is going to say, grab the chest. And he's going to try and pick up the chest while all this is going on. Oop, that's the wrong way. These two grab the chest and they kind of move it. Get to here with it. I don't want to redraw it. That is Cisco. Who is next?
I'll go. Um, how big of a chest are we talking?
It obviously it looks fairly kind of heavy. Almost like two people need to carry it.
So if my plan was to go and jump on the chest, like I was gonna onto the chest to try to like sit on it, for lack of a better term, is that like doable?
You're gonna try and like. I mean, I'll take this as like a
jump the chest.
Well, we'll just make this an opposed daring security roll with him defending. I'll just throw a threat at it.
I'm gonna pop
Well,
a up, guys.
Your difficulty is 1, so daring security difficulty 1.
I'm totally using a value here. Things are only impossible until they're not.
No, this is very possible.
It's my job to have a better idea.
This is probably not a better idea. Like, it is very illogical to jump on this crate while they're carrying it.
It takes both emotions and logic to reach your potential. This is a very emotional response.
But not a logical one.
No, there is. Logic is to get them to stop taking the chest. If I'm sitting on it, it's harder. Therefore, it's logical to go and jump on the chest.
Okay, well, I guess if you explain it that way, I'll take it.
Yay!
Also, don't forget to write.
I'm also
going
to give you a. Yeah.
Give me a threat. We have to give me two. Yeah. Okay, so you're rolling 3 dice. When you do the perform task, just have to make sure I said 2, and then click on determination spend, and it'll roll the 3 dice. Because it's different for 2E. Because 2E, you only change 1 dice to roll. You select a dice to roll the natural crit success.
Okay. So I need to give you 2 threat to buy an extra dice.
No, you're rolling. You're rolling 3. You just give me the 1 threat, but you just when you roll, you're rolling 2 dice and you select determination. Because with 2E, you would get the dice for free. You don't in 1E you would get the dice for free. In 2E you don't.
If there were 4 dice total, then I would then buy it with 2 threat.
If you're wanting to roll 4 dice in total, you would just give me 3 threat.
3 threat. Okay, then I'll do that.
Okay.
But my daring security terrible, so I'm gonna do my best to juice this.
Well, you already succeed with determination spent, so.
Oh, you're right. Never mind then. So, never mind. I forgot he's not that great.
So you just spending 1. You just rolling 2 dice. Or you give me the
extra 2 dice. Yeah, just 2 dice and then plus the freebie. Not freebie. The determination spend.
Well, no, the determination is not
the determination spend.
No, for 2E.
Then just the 1 threat.
Okay. All right. Anyway,
total
you gain
dice.
2 momentum.
That works.
You gain 2 momentum, so you run over and you're jumping on the box.
Yes.
Essentially, okay. You run and you jump on the box. They lose their grips on it, and the box shatters, revealing a whole bunch of gold plus platinum on the ground. And he looks very, very angry with you.
Yeah, well, they were trying to take stuff. I thought it was the orb. It made sense.
Who's next? Vogel?
I think it would pass to them, right?
She can't go because she assists, so she's technically already gone.
Yep, Bo's the only one left.
Well, Vogel and
Do I
next.
have a phaser?
You were on shore, so no. No one has a phaser.
That's not true. I have a phaser.
Why do you think I'm jumping in a chest full of two Ferengi if I had a gun? I don't.
So I'm just gonna move up, and I'm just gonna yell at this guy, "Don't move! What's going on here?"
I guess opposed. President's command.
Who's setting the difficulty?
He is. I'll throw a threat at it.
Ouch.
Your difficulty is 4. President's command.
Um. Sorry, coughing fit. I don't think I like my odds here. Yeah, I'll give you a threat and 2 momentum. We'll see what happens. Oh, it almost.
Not bad.
Look, I'll give you 4 bars of gold press item. You just let us go. What do you say? And it's very tempting,
Money, you
Vogel.
say?
That dress is now completely 100% affordable.
Wait a minute. How do you know about that?
No, that's the narration of the GM, like for your character in your mind.
Oh.
That whole thing is now very affordable. It is very, very compelling for you to take those 4 bars of gold press platinum.
Did you just offer me money, GM?
I did. This is a Ferengi who literally, when you said freeze, no, I'm gonna bargain with you so I can go away and get out, scot free from this incident.
Your Starfleet training's coming in handy here. Are you going to take the money and run or not?
Oh, definitely not. She'll say, "I didn't think you were guilty of anything until you just tried to bribe a Starfleet officer. Perhaps you should stand down and let's sort this all out."
Well, that was your turn, so it goes to, I guess, Kier, who sighs and runs up and essentially attempts to restrain the Ferengi. He's got all this threat.
Come on, Gear. You got this.
Unfortunately, I'm just doing a net, She does succeed because she met the difficulty, and she restrains the other guy pushing up against the wall. She goes, Ensign, perhaps you should help the other one restrain the other one. But this is the top of the round, so they get to go first. Since you guys went last. Let's do all of these three. Let's see which Ferengi is going to go. Captain, I need an opposed daring security task, please. You're saying the difficulty is he's trying to break free.
I will give you a threat for a third die and hope. Yeah, for his security stats, that's not bad.
Gonna spend that threat back.
Fair enough.
Gain a momentum. As he tries to essentially counter or hit, but you manage to easily dodge in the struggle. That was his go. So who's next?
All right, Perone, since he's now has a phaser, he will step back enough so that he can kind of cover all three of them with a phaser, and he says, "All right, it's enough of this nonsense. I don't know a whole lot about Ferengi phaser settings, so I would very much appreciate if the three of you would stand down so we can talk this out, and the three of you can explain what you're doing with what's left of a box full of latinum." If this is all innocent, we can talk to the station constable and get this all cleared up. And if not, I can always tell the constable that you cooperated. Or not.
Give me an opposed President's Command roll. He's going to attempt to bargain with you. It's like, and I'll kind of say after, depending on how the roll. I'm going to spend 3 threat.
Wow.
Difficulty 5, apparently.
I see that. All right. I'm going to spend my determination at this point. Well, let's spend it on... me and my little crew here, totally unarmed when we started this fight. This is a big challenge. And try to get these Ferengi to back down, even though they're trying to get away with this gold. So that makes it a big challenge. So I'm gonna try. No challenge is too big for my crew.
Sure.
for the right bet. All right. So that then we got to spend some stuff. Man, it's a lot. So we'll do 5. Oh crud. One momentum and the rest of it in threat to get all the dice.
So you're on 5 dice?
Yep. Or 4 and click the determination value button.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just still buying up to 6. Or up to 5, so.
Yeah,
so
this
5 threat.
this really isn't. Well, you said he was trying to bargain with me. I'm
Oh, he
I'm going to
is.
take those words. I'm going to take those words and argue for negotiation as for a focus.
Sure. You can have the negotiation as a focus.
All right, here we go.
Because
Dang, Cap. That's nice.
2 momentum. So your kinetic score 5.
Yeah.
Alright, I am spending 5 on his personal threat to essentially avoid the injury on that roll. As he kind of, okay, all right, look, I will make you a excellent offer. The thing's inside. You can have it. Assuming the turn, that was the end of your turn.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back to you against you, Captain, and go, look, you can have it. Just let us go. You can even have the latinum. Just.
Wait, he said have it. He wants to look around to see if he can figure out what the hell they're talking about.
Well, you don't see anything except the crate that's broken with, a whole bunch of latinum. But yeah, he's gonna attempt to persuade you. So opposed President's command.
Oh, okay.
You're saying the difficulty.
Yeah. I guess I will blow the 2 momentum and a threat for 2 extra dice. Since we're still negotiating, my focus still work?
Yeah.
And since I'm saying the difficulty, I'm going to use Bold Command to reroll one of those 17s.
Okay. So difficulty is 5. No pressure.
Shoe is on the
Roll
other
4.
foot now.
You never know. So
Hey, you're
gain
convincing.
3 momentum. If you want, you can spend 2 of that to do a counterattack and sort of win this verbal argument. If you want.
Thank you. I do wish.
All right. He just sighs. The game is up, and we've done nothing wrong. I don't understand why everyone's going crazy, she says. Shut your mouth, says the other one. But we're out of combat.
We'll look at the one that seems like the leader that he's been talking to and say, he's going to take a flying leap and guess here and say, turn it off, or you make things worse on yourself.
There's nothing on, I swear.
Do I sense the room they just came out of is where the object is?
Oh, you feel horrible, but I need you to make a control command difficulty of 3.
Okay. I'm gonna do 2 threat and use the momentum and roll 4 die. Whew.
You gain a momentum. As you feel an intense pain in your brain, but as you look over, you see Kier. She just crouches over and like kind of lets go of the other Ferengi and kind of collapses to the ground.
Well, we'll check that
Just
box.
say Vulcan screen. And head into the room where they came out of, where I assume the orb is.
You enter the room. You see an orb, kind of like the doors kind of falling open, this like purple, bluish hue glowing from it. Anyone else doing anything?
Well, Captain told me to check the box, so I'm checking the box.
Oh, that box is just full of latinum.
I
It's
wanted to cover my bases. And sorry.
I have to say, it's a loot chest, is what it is.
Lieutenant, what you got in there?
No, the orb is like is in something. Is that what you said? The orb is in something? Like a box? It's something I can close.
Yeah, it's in a box.
Okay, I'm gonna go up and try to close the box.
You go up and try to close the box.
Yeah, that's gonna be my first thing, is try to close the box.
You close the box.
Any emotional change?
Your stomach feel that gut feeling you had goes away.
Lieutenant?
I have the orb, sir. I think we should call security.
Well, let's see if it works this time. Yeah. Pull that communicator out of his pocket again. It's Captain Perone to Constable Odo.
I'm a little busy right now. Who is this?
This is Captain David Perone of the USS Navajo. I believe me, along with some help with the Artemis's XO, have solved the source of your problem. But I've got 3 Ferengi down here that seem to be involved and have a huge box of latinum they were trying to get away with. You send some of your men down here to take them into custody for me.
Very well. It's always Ferengi. And the channel closes. And once you hear this, sound of, the speaker. Quark! After some time, station security comes and they apprehend the Ferengi, confiscate the gold pressed platinum that's on the ground. It's the Ferengi kind of sulk. I told you it was bad to bring a female along. They're being escorted away.
He can't help himself. Perone calls out after hearing that. Calls after. Says, I brought three females with me, and it worked out perfectly for me. Sorry, he just had to rub his nose in it.
I love you, Captain. That was
Charlie's Angels, apparently.
oh heck yeah.
Yeah. Perone wants to check on Commander Kier. Is she recovered from her collapsing?
I'm fine. The headache has survived the subside, Captain. Thank you. Apparently, this is very potent effects on the mind.
Indeed. Well, we couldn't have solved this without your help. You and Lieutenant Ryer are to be commended. I'll be sure that your captain knows is aware of your contributions. Thank you.
Happy to help.
Any other roleplay you guys wish to do?
So unless the captain gives you okay, I'm still clutching onto the orb in the box.
Yeah, we need to. We'll ask We'll take it with us up to Ops and see, because I don't think Perone has any idea what that thing really is. So he'll probably take it to Commander Kira and see if we learn what the thing is and what we should do with it.
As you take it to Major Kira, she goes, "Well, it looks like a Bajoran orb. I'll have some researchers. Clearly, it's the havoc it wreaked on the station. Thank you, Captain and Commander." And she nods to the other two for your assistance on this matter. That thing is apparently very dangerous. I highly doubt. I don't understand why the prophets would send something like that.
No telling, but perhaps through struggle and hardship we grow and learn. Perhaps there's a lesson in all this we just haven't learned yet.
It's also a great defensive weapon.
I don't know about that, Lieutenant. I think it would cause a lot of havoc on any station or anyone trying to use it.
Just you put it where people trying to steal stuff can't because they're different.
Oddly enough, it doesn't seem like the Ferengi were affected at all by it.
Interesting, because Quark and
Oh, no,
Rom weren't
psychic.
being affected by it either.
Well, you can't psychic a Ferengi. It makes sense that they would have a defense against it.
It does make sense.
Well, anyhow, thank you for your assistance in this matter. And I'm going to make sure this orb gets to the proper authorities.
Well, thank you for a most interesting shore leave, Major Kira.
It's never a dull moment around here, that's for sure.
And then Purim will say his goodbyes. He'll look at his two crewmates and Commander Kira and say, I think I'm going to go back to the Navajo. I need some rest from that R&R.
I'll join you. I have to make a phone call.
Are all our shore leaves going to be like this as she holds the side of her head where she got hit with the gun?
It's possible.
You ask me, I'll take the Badlands any day over that place where I was.
We saw that. It looked an awful lot like what I imagined this station was like during the Cardassian occupation. Quite unpleasant. I'm certainly not pleased with what they did to my what it did to my favorite fishing program.
Is it going to keep you away at all, Captain?
No, absolutely not. Yes, can't think of a better way to relax than a night out fishing. I was a little disappointed that Quarsh doesn't serve beer.
Seems odd for a place of Quark's reputation.
Yeah, maybe he thinks his establishment is too good for something as common as a good beer. As it is, I don't admit to my parents that I like it. I somehow find it not appropriate for a young Sicilian man of my stature to drink beer like a commoner.
Well, if you want a good beer, Captain, I can make some recommendations.
I'll have to take you up on that. But for now, let's get back to the ship and get some rest. We'll eventually get orders.
Well, Captain Perone, I hope we meet again on better circumstances.
I as well. But better circumstances probably won't be this interesting.
Duly noted. Well, excuse me, I need to get back to the Artemis and probably report for duty. I'm sure there's quite a lot of issues to resolve.
No doubt. Be safe, Commander.
You as well, Captain.
Listen to the deals. Prone will lead his crew back to the ship.
What is everyone else doing currently? Besides, I guess going back to the ship.
Yeah, Vogel should probably get her head looked at.
There's
Still
so many
above-
ways I could take that.
Yep. Although Vogel was quite composed in this one.
I guess, are you gonna go to the Navajo sick bay?
Yeah, because I probably the one on the station is going to be a little busy. I could imagine there being a lot of injuries reported.
You get into on the Navajo sick bay, and you see a lot of injured crew members. As the Dr. Whitman comes, like, Vogel, how serious is your injury?
Well, seeing as you have your hand, looks like you have your hands full, Doc. I can come back later.
No, just take a seat. I'll get to you in a few moments. You wait there seems like, probably for attorney, but maybe could have been like 15 minutes. As this guy hops off, thank you, doctor, and heads out. All right. Come on, Ensign. Let's get you checked out.
I think I just got a little bump on the head.
Looks like someone hit you with the blunt of a rifle. Well, this should do the trick, and she just hold still, please. And she starts waving the dermal regenerator across your forehead. Pretty chaotic, huh?
Guessing you had a lot of injuries too.
Oh, yes. Whatever was affecting the station affected us as well. Well, hopefully that doesn't ever happen again. So, but she kind of and starts doing the other try course again. Well, looks like you fared better than everyone else. You're done.
Thanks, Doc. I'll get out of your way now.
Oh, take it easy. She pulls out sprays the side of your neck. That should alleviate any pain symptoms you have.
Thank you, Doc. Hopefully, I don't have to see you for a while.
Well, don't be afraid to ever come down to sickbay. All right,
yeah,
who's next?
I'll get out of the way.
Sounds like the captain will not be getting any rest when he gets back to the ship and finds that amount of chaos going on.
Lieutenant Wright, you head to your quarters. I believe you were getting ready to place a subspace call.
Mhm. Computer, start call to Cassette Rye and Beta Z.
And a few moments pass, and on the view screen, image of your mother's like, "Oh, Rice, sweetie. How are you?"
Uh, okay. Got a little weird today.
I can tell. You seem like you've been through an ordeal.
Yeah. A lot. I actually kind of have a favor to ask.
Of course, anything for my beloved daughter.
You see, there's this dress. It's for a friend. She was really brave today. But we're on DS9 and it costs Latinum.
And who is the merchant that you wish to procure this item from?
His name is Garrick. I can send you the info.
Of course. Consider it handled.
Yes, Mama.
Now tell me, when is my daughter going to get married?
Your daughter's working quite a bit.
I just
Running my own
met-
department now, you know.
That's very good. I met this sweet young man, and I swear he will be the perfect match for you. So the next time you're on Beta Z, I will be delighted to make introductions.
Of course. Yes. How's my little sister doing? Fella doing all right?
The same as always. But we do miss you dearly.
Well, give her a kiss for me. I'm sure it's pretty late there.
Not at all. You be safe out there among those stars. I know how dangerous your line of work can get. And don't hesitate to call me. day or night.
I will, Mama. Later. I love you.
Sorry, you robot are there.
I'll talk to you later, Mama. I love you.
Love you too, sweetie. And the communication
Hang
closes.
on. You're getting involved. I insist.
What's that?
You're getting your dress, Vogel. I insist.
Apparently, I have no choice in the matter now.
I mean, you took a blow to the head by a Cardassian. I'm just saying, you've earned a pretty dress.
Oh, if that's all it takes.
Any other scenes anybody wishes to play out?
Actually, I've got to start running soon. I got to put my little man down.
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, probably good here.
And with that, I think we'll bring the session to a close.